Well, welcome to the Pathway. And today in Hebrews chapter 12, we looked at two mountains. One mountain gives you an unshakable identity based on grace, what God's done for you. The other is any other identity based on works, based on law, based on something else that ultimately is your effort, what the Bible calls idols. And any of those things eventually will shatter you. They will shake you. You'll find that whatever you build your identity on that's not grace, ultimately it's not secure. And I love how he describes, the writer of Hebrews, that our identity can be rooted in being a citizen of heaven, a firstborn of God, that the judge of all things has declared us perfect or acceptable. He's basically, if you get that, if you understand that, why would you go anywhere else? And what's interesting is there can be two people who both call themselves Christians, they both may call themselves religious, but their motivation is totally different. One loves others and loves God because they're fully acceptable to God. Another person loves others to build a resume to be acceptable. These are fundamentally different. In one, you're accepted, therefore you obey. The other, you obey in hopes of being accepted. The gospel message of grace is that you are accepted by God, and that becomes the motivating factor for all we do, all we give, all we forgive, and the way we serve other people. So my encouragement to you as we head into this final chapter of Hebrews is begin to really focus on that phrase, you're part of the city of God. And even though you're registered in the city of God of heaven, in chapter 13 he's going to describe how does a resident alien, someone who's a member in some of the kingdom, how do we live here on earth and live out this new sense of priority, this new sense of identity in a way that draws other people to him. So as you look at the pathway this week and prepare for next week, read Hebrews chapter 13 and notice how the city of God that's mentioned in this chapter gets picked up and developed in chapter 13. And for that, we'll see you next week.